Onyx door. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be tier ranking the 47 books I read in 2025. I'm excited to do this one and it seems really fun. So I've made a tier ranking and I've put all the books into it that I read last year, and we're going to rank them from God tier to books that are completely dead to me. So I'm very excited for this. And just a warning, there is very controversial opinions in this one, both ones that I hated and ones that I super duper love. So just be warned, reading is subjective. People may like something you hate and people may hate something that you love, and that's okay. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Oh yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear the fan in the background, but it is hot once again because it's always hot in Australia if you didn't know. So yeah, let's do this and rank my 47 books I read in 2025. Okay, we are starting off not so strong because the first book on here is in fact Summer in the City. We are going straight to This Book is Dead to Me. I am sorry if you love this book, good for you, it just was not for me. And it's such a shame because I love Light Lark and it's one of my favorite series, and I'm so excited for Starside this year, right? It's one of my top releases I'm excited for, but Summer in the City was just not for me. I hated it. I DNF'd it. It was, I think, 37% in that I DNF'd it. I hated it. It was so bad. I was over it. I was like, nope, can't do this. So I DNF'd it. And like I said, reading is subjective. Some people may love this, and I know lots of people love this book and they think, oh, this is my favorite romance book. It just wasn't for me. I did not like it. So this book is dead to me. This book is in fact dead to me, and I'm sorry, but it's true. So we're gonna leave that there. We're done with that one now. We're not gonna talk about it anymore. I love Alex Astor. Alex Astor, I know you're not watching this, but I love you. I love Lightlark. I'm excited for Starside. Just, I'm not a fan of Summer in the City. Sorry. Just didn't like it. I hated it. So, yeah. Anyway, next, you guys are going to be really mad at me for this. Catching Fire. I DNF'd it. For now. I will be going back to Catching Fire eventually. I started it and I just wasn't in the mood for it. It was a very soft DNF. I was like, nope, I want to go back to it eventually. I just am not in the mood for it right now. And I started it in November. I've read the first Hunger Games book. Catching Fire is my favorite Hunger Games movie, so that's why I was so excited to read it. And then I just DNF'd it. I was not in the mood for it. I was like, no, I can't read this right now. So hopefully this year, before Sunrise on the Reaping comes out, before the movie comes out, I want to read Sunrise on the Reaping. So I want to read all the other Hunger Games book before I read Sunrise on the Reaping. I know you don't technically have to, but I want to. So I will definitely try and read Catching Fire, Mockingjay, and Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and Sunrise on the Reaping before November this year, which I can easily do. So we're gonna go back to it. So it's in the DNF for now. Just for now, I will definitely go back to it. I definitely want to read it. I feel bad though that I'm even saying those words for Catching Fire. So that's probably my only DNF for now. It's my only DNF this last year that I will be going back to. So yeah, we're gonna keep that one there. Next we have Love Light Farms. Love Light Farms, I don't regret reading this, but I did enjoy it. So it's not gonna go in the I don't regret nor do I not remember, because I remember reading it, but I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. It was good. If it had been a cringy Hallmark Christmas movie, I would binge it every year, 100%. Like I would binge that shit every single year because it would be so good. But it was okay. It just wasn't enough romance, wasn't enough plot, and it was good. I think I gave it 3.5 stars, so I enjoyed it. It just wasn't, there's not much to say about it really. It was okay, but it was my first BK Borison book, so I was like, you know, a little skeptical. So I was like, oh, I don't know, I've had it for 2 years. Finally got around to reading it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing. Definitely preferred the other book of hers that I read more that's coming up, but I did like that one. It was good. So I'm gonna keep it in that category of I enjoyed this when I read it. I reread the entire Throne of Glass series last year. So I first read it in 2024. God tier. Immediately after the first book, I knew it was God tier. That book is this whole series. So we're just gonna put a whole series. But here's the thing that will definitely piss people off. I did not reread Assassin's Blade. Let me tell you why. So Assassin's Blade is definitely number 7 or number 8 in my rankings, which is out with Throne of Glass. And it's only because all the other books, to me, had more plot and felt better and were like better written to me. That's why it is down there, but I do love it. I love it. All of them are 7 stars, okay? Because Assassin's Blade, when I first read it, and the only time I read it actually, because I didn't reread it, it was a 4.75. It was very close. But then I looked at it again, I was like, fuck no, it's a 5. So I gave them all 5. So I still need to change it on my Fable and my Goodreads rankings. But the whole series God tier. So I just didn't reread Assassin's Blade, also because I just didn't want to go through that heartache again, because it was sad. It was sad. But did I cry when Sam died? I didn't. I'm sorry. I read it third, and I stand by it reading it third, but I respect your opinion if you read it first. I respect that. If you read it fourth, I don't, because what? It's first or third. Choose. No, fourth is not an option. So I respect your opinion if you read it first. So I just like reading, I read it third and I liked it third. So we kept it there, and I just didn't reread it this time around. I felt bad not rereading it because I did it on audio this time around. I read the first 3 books I did with audio, and then Kingdom of Ash I did with audio, but I didn't do the tandem read with audio, and I didn't do Queen of Shadows with audio, but I did the others with audio, and the audiobooks were so good. So I definitely need to go back and reread it again with all of them for audiobooks, including Assassin's Blade, because I want to reread Assassin's Blade next time around. So yeah, so that's enough about Throne of Glass, because I could go on forever about Throne of Glass, okay? So next we have the Grim and Aura book by Alex Asper. This one is going to go straight to absolutely amazing, because it was so good, but it wasn't God tier like the rest of the Lightlark series for me. And I still enjoyed it. It was amazing, and I loved getting Grim and Aura's backstories and learning more about them and hearing their stories and their sides of Lightlark and the events before Lightlark and Nightbane, and I loved it. It was so good. My mum just finished reading it. Like, it may look like the whole Lightlark series is there, but Crown Tide is actually not in its cover. That is just the dust jacket. My mum is reading it right now. She is deeply obsessed with Lightlark, like deeply obsessed with the series, and yeah, so that's the series she is reading at the moment. She's obsessed with, and she looked at me when I gave her Crown Tide, and she's like, what am I going to read after this? I'm like, well, you're going to have to wait like me. And she's like, but I don't want to. I'm like, well, mum, you're going to have to. That's all I'm going to say, and Crown Tide's coming up in this anyway, so you know, I may as well just do Crown Tide now. So Crown Tide is going straight to God tier because it was so good, so painful, but so good. And it's okay if you hate it. I respect your opinion if you didn't like this one. My favorite is probably still, controversial opinion, here we go, my favorite is Skyshade. I loved Nightbane too, and Nightbane is like right up there with Skyshade, but Skyshade was my favorite. I don't know why, I just really love Skyshade. It probably had this one had the best plot twist. Crown Tide had the best plot twist, but Skyshade was definitely my favorite. I loved it. It was so good, and it was short, but it wasn't too short, and it was long, but it wasn't too long. So I was like, it's perfect. And I remember reading it for the first time. I was just like, oh, I love this one. So Skyshade's still my favorite, closely followed by Nightbane, then Crown Tide, then Lightlark. But I loved all of them. They're all 5 stars, all 6 stars, 7 stars, whatever. They're all God tier for me. But yeah, so Crown Tide, definitely in the God tier. So let's move on to the next one, otherwise I'm going to talk about Lightlark forever. Next is Twisted Games. Twisted Games I read after Fearless. Fearless destroyed me in so many ways. So Twisted Games was really a bounce back. So I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. So I'm gonna go, I enjoyed this while reading it, because I definitely enjoyed it while reading it. But now looking back, if I hadn't have read it straight after Fearless and been emotionally destroyed, I would have enjoyed it more. But it was good. I gave it 4 stars. Definitely my favorite of the Twisted series so far, because I've only read 2. But Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies are on my TBR for this year, so I'm going to read those, and then we'll know if that's my favorite or not, or if one of those are. So I really enjoyed Twisted Games. It was really good. So we're going to put it in that I enjoyed this while reading it, because I did enjoy it while reading it. Okay, next, speaking of Fearless, we have Fearless. And also, yeah, so Fearless, God tier. God tier, it destroyed me. It was so good. I was obsessed with it. I cried. I have never cried as much for a character's death as I have. Spoilers, skip this part of the video, skip to this point in the video if you want to skip spoilers for the Powerless trilogy.
I warned you.
I have never cried as much as I did for Kit's death. Okay, I have never cried as much for a character. Even Adina's death. I cried for Adina's death, right? Like, I bawled my eyes out. But I cried more for Kit's death. And I feel like I'm cheating on Adina by saying that. But it's true, because I cried so much for Kit's death. I bawled. It was probably 12:30 in the morning when I finished this book. And I just read the epilogue. And I felt like I'd been emotionally stabbed by Lauren Roberts. And then I met her a few months later, and I said to her, "You emotionally destroyed me, Fearless." And she just went, "Good, that's what I wanted to do." And I'm like, I feel you, girl, because I'm the same with my books. So I was like, you know what, and it's fine. I got a photo with her. Here's me with Lauren Roberts. I love her. She's the best. I wish I had a video of me meeting her, but I went alone, so I didn't have anyone to film me. If I had someone with me, I totally would have, but I did not. So I just have this photo. But she was the sweetest. Anyway, once again, let's stop talking about Fearless. But while we're on the topic of Fearless, I may as well say I reread Powerless and Reckless before Fearless. So we're gonna pop them up in the God tier with Fearless because I reread them. So, and Powerless is my favorite of the trilogy. So good. I will never forget when I read that for the first time. And then I had to wait a few months, and then Reckless came out 2 days after my birthday. Yes, 2 days after my birthday. Read that, bawled my eyes out. 2 days after I finished Reckless, I went into Throne of Glass for the first time. It was a journey, and I had just turned 17. Read Reckless, destroyed by that, and then I went into Throne of Glass for the first time. So I had a very, very, very emotional July, August, September of 2023. So, no, 2024, I lied, 2024. That was very emotional. Anyway, let's move on, because otherwise, like I said, I will talk about Powerless forever. So next we have Watch Me by Tahira Mafi. I enjoyed Watch Me. So I'm going to put it, I enjoyed this when reading it. Wait, no, I'm going to put in, I don't regret this, nor do I remember it. I don't remember reading it. I'm going to be honest with you. Once again, I read it after Fearless and Twisted Games. I don't remember reading it. But I don't regret reading it, because it's Shatter Me, and I love Shatter Me so much. I love Aaron Warner. If you saw in my last video, I have an Aaron Warner pillow. Let's not talk about that. But I loved Watch Me from what I can remember, but I don't really remember reading it. I'm excited for the next one. I will definitely be reading Release Me when it comes out, because I've been wanting to read that one. And I love Shatter Me, like I said a minute ago. So I'm going to put it in that I don't regret this, nor do I remember it, because I don't remember reading it, but I don't regret reading it. So that's the easiest way I can go with that. Same goes for Secrets of Asoria. Secrets of Asoria is a self-published by, I can't remember her last name, but I know her first name's Christina. But she wrote this book. It is basically Avatar and the Last Airbender meets Harry Potter meets Narnia, and I was like, hell yeah, sold. So I read it in the early months of last year, but I don't remember reading it. I remember picking it up, but I don't remember like what happened. I don't remember what happened. I remember what it's about, like I just said, but I don't remember reading it. So, but I don't regret reading it, because I remember it being a 4-star. Like, it was really, really good, and I enjoyed it. I just don't remember reading it. So we're gonna leave it at that. But the one thing that annoys me, it's meant to be a series. The first book came out 4 years ago, and there is no second book in sight. So Christina, I know you're not watching this, but I need you to hurry up, because I know that I do want to read the second book when it eventually comes out, hopefully. But yeah, so that's gonna go in the I don't regret it, nor do I remember this. So next we have Accomplice of the absolutely amazing. It's not God tier. Okay, this book alone could be God tier, but the whole series is not God tier, if you know what I mean. But I'm gonna put it in the absolutely amazing, because it was still so good, and I'm so excited for book 4, Adversary to the Villain, this year. But yeah, let me just say this, the ending of this one had me on the edge of my seat. I was like, excuse me, what do you mean? So, but yeah, it was crazy. It was so good, absolutely amazing, but not quite God tier. So we're gonna leave that one at that. Next we have the whole Prison Healer series. no doubt about it, it's in the God tier. It is in the God tier because this series consumed me for 2 to 3 weeks in, I want to say September, October, maybe August, September, but it consumed me. It consumed me. I was obsessed with it. I learnt the code that they use in the books, and I was like, I would stand at the tills at work when there was no one in the store, and I would write out in my secret code, and my co-workers would come up to me and be like, "What are you writing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just writing my secret code."
What the fuck is this kid doing?
The voices! To say the least, I've also bedazzled my prison healer, if you can see here. They're gorgeous. I love them. So I love the prison healer. But Lynette Noni's liked and commented on my videos sometimes, because sometimes I make just normal book content videos and I use the prison healer. She is the sweetest. I love her so much. So anyway, that's enough. Once again, if I keep going, I will talk about the prison healer for this full video, and I can't do that. But God tier, amazing. If you have not read the prison healer, go read it. Next we have Killer Instinct. We're just gonna go the whole natural series. Guys, keep in mind, I am very easy to please. So we had a lot of God tier add-ins this year because, to be fair, Powerless, Reckless, and Throne of Glass were already in my God tier. So those technically don't count. They're already in there. But Prison Healer, Crown Tide, and the Naturals were all added to my God tier this year because when I tell you the Naturals, I binged that thing in 2 weeks. I only had the first book. I read the first book in 2 days. And the next day after finishing the Naturals, I went to the store, I went to the shops, and I bought the rest of the series. And I binge read the fucking series in 2 weeks. Also on that 12 as well, but we'll get to that separately because that's not in the God tier. But the original 4 books, God tier. If you don't know the Naturals, it is written by the same person who wrote the Inheritance Games, Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Please go read it. It is better than the Inheritance Games. Yeah, I said it. I fucking said it. It is better than Inheritance Games. I read the Inheritance Games in 2023. I love the Inheritance Games. So good. But the Naturals is 10 times better. 10 times better. It is so good. You will be consumed by it. It is amazing. It is so good. So please go read the Naturals. That's all I'm going to say. It's in my God tier. While on the topic of the Naturals, the novella 12 that comes after the series, which is set a few years later, I don't remember reading it. I don't remember reading it, but I don't regret reading it because it was the Naturals and I loved them. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. So it's going in the I don't regret this nor do I remember it tier because I don't remember it. Now we have We Will Be Heroes by Megan McCullough. This is the second book in the Vigil and Anti-Files duology. I loved it. I think I binged it in 2 days, maybe 3, in end of November? No, start of November or end of October. My mind can't make its mind up. I think it was end of October actually, and I fucking loved it. I don't think it was God tier. I think it's definitely in the absolutely amazing category. Because it was still so good. And the duology is short, it's not long, it is just so intriguing and so grasping and so good. So I am putting it in the absolutely amazing. It's basically, this duology is if Marvel movies came to life and this fangirl is drawn into this world because she's hunted by the villain and stuff, and the villain's really hot obviously, or is he the villain? Questions and wonder. My nose is itchy again, guys, like in my other video. Anyway, but it's so good, and if you haven't read it, it's self-published. Megan McCullough did such a good job. Go read it. It is so good. Short duology, like I said. The books are no more than 350 pages, I think. I can't remember how long they are, but they're quite short, so they're really good and easy to binge. I'm pretty sure they're on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty sure. Jenna editing will let you know if it's on Kindle Unlimited, but it is so good, so good. So I'm gonna finish there with that one because it was amazing. Next we have Secrets of the Dead by Laura Carter. This one, I enjoyed this when I read it. It was good. It wasn't amazing. Well, it was amazing, but it's not on God tier level for me. But it was still so good for a debut novel by an indie author. I'm friends with Laura on TikTok. She's the sweetest. I love her. And I have the 2 others in the series. The 4th one's coming out in February, and the last one is coming out later this year. And there's also like a set of novellas as well that's already out. I don't have that one, but I have Legacy of the Heirs and Return of the Darkness on my shelf, and I'm definitely reading those this year. But Secrets of the Dead was really good. I think I gave it 4.5, so it should be in the absolutely amazing tier. I know I'm gonna leave it in the enjoyed this when reading it, because it was good. It was really good and I enjoyed it, so we're gonna leave it there. And it was really good. Yeah, if you want to support indie authors, go support Laura. She's really sweet, and yeah, and her book's so good. I've only read the first one, like I said, but it's okay because it's really good still. So anyway, moving on. Next we have These Infinite Threads, which is part of the Swerving Kingdom series. I'm just gonna pop them all in here now. The whole series. Okay, the first one, I'm gonna go, I enjoyed this when I read it because it was a little boring and it was 4 stars for me, but the rest of the series was all 5 stars. Every Spiral of Fate is its own level. It's in the gold tier. Every Spiral of Fate is on its own in the gold tier. The other 2 are in absolutely amazing. This Swerving Kingdom is, I enjoyed it when I read it because it was, if you have not read the series, go read it. It's by the same person who wrote Shatter Me, Tahira Murphy. Oh, she is so good at writing. It is so good. If you haven't read it, go read it. I'm not going to say anything more except it's inspired by Persian mythology. That's all I'm going to say. Lost Heir, like, love interest is so hot. You meet him at like the end of book 1. The other love interest, I don't like him. He's an asshole. But besides that, it's really good. So if you haven't read this Swerving Kingdom, go read it because it's so freaking good. Okay, moving on. Sorcery of Thorns. Same thing. I enjoyed it when I read it. It was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't amazing, but it was still good for a standalone fantasy. I read this, it took me 10 days just because I was in a little bit of a reading slump. So yeah, but I enjoyed it when I read it, and then after this I went and read The Naturals, so I got out of my reading slump. But Sorcery of Thorns was really good. So if you haven't read Sorcery of Thorns, it's a standalone fantasy, really quick and easy read, like not at all difficult to read, and it's just so good. Like, it's so intriguing, very unique magic system, very unique characters and stuff like that, so I loved it. I thought it was really good. Okay, moving on, we have Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. This one, I want to say absolutely amazing, but I also want to say I enjoyed this when I read it because I gave it 4.25. So I enjoyed it so much, but it wasn't absolutely amazing, so I'm going to leave it in the I enjoyed this when I read it tier. Because it was good. It was so good. It was so cute and it was so Christmassy. If you're looking for a good Christmas romance to add to your TBR for Christmas this year, Good Spirits. Good Spirits by the same person who wrote Love Light Farms. So like I said, I enjoyed Love Light Farms, but I liked Good Spirits more, for sure. So if you wanted to only read one Christmas romance, Good Spirits. Good Spirits is so good. It was so cute. Basically, Ghost of Christmas Past has to help this girl find out why he's been assigned to her and right the wrongs of her past. It's as simple as that. And it's so good. It's just so cute. It is spicy though. It is quite spicy, so I will warn you that. But definitely a feel-good Christmas romance. Highly recommend. Okay, next we have The Crimson Moth. Crimson Moth, absolutely amazing. Loved it. So good. Oh my god, I'm literally obsessed with it. The duology was so good, but it was still, this one was 4.5, the second one was 4.25 for me. So while we're here, the second one's The Rebel Witch, but it was still absolutely amazing. I loved it. So good. Obsessed with it. I enjoyed it. It was different for me. I read a lot of fantasy, right? But I haven't read anything like that. So it was really good for me to read that, and I was like interested. And it's a duology, it's not too long. It's 2 books, and yeah, they're not too long, they're not too short either, so you still get a lot of like plot. The plot twists were crazy. The plot twist was so good, and the romance was so sweet. Like, oh my god, Gideon and Rune, I love them. So if you haven't read The Crimson Moth, go read them. They're called The Heartless Hunter in the US as well. I forgot to mention that. Called Heartless Hunter in the US, but they're called The Crimson Moth here in Australia and in the UK. It's really weird. So yeah, there you go. That's your information on that one. Next we have Fearful. Okay, Fearful, the rest of the Power series, including Powerful, is in my god tier. Fearful is not, because I enjoyed it, but I gave it 4.5 stars. So I'm gonna say it was still really good, but I enjoyed this when I read it because it was lacking something, and there was too much Lenny and Blair. There should have been more Kit. I thought it was going to be more focused on Kit, and I love Kit, but it wasn't. It was very focused on Lenny and Blair, which I wasn't a big fan of in the beginning, but then when I read more of Lenny and Blair, I got really obsessed with them. They were so cute. So I'm going to put it in that I enjoyed this when I read it. So I still recommend you read it if you read the rest of the series, but you don't have to. It's definitely not necessary, but if you want just a little bit more time in that world and more time with the characters, read it. So it's really, really good, and I'm going to put it in there. So it's 4.5 for me. Beg, Borrow or Steal. Absolutely amazing. Sarah Adams is the queen of romance. I love her. She's the queen of clean, closed door romance. So she writes adult romance books, but they're all closed door. You don't actually see any of the spice. It's all closed door, no mention of that, but it's implied, which I much prefer. So I love her. I have all her books except her new one, her newest one that came out. I don't have it yet. I need to go buy it and I need to read it. But it was so good. It was so good. I was obsessed with it. Beg, Borrow, Steal is definitely one of my favorite books of hers. That and The Cheat Sheet are my two favorite books ever, but definitely absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna pop that one there. Next we have the Caraval series, which was a reread. I had just read Onyx Storm, and then The Brothers Hawthorne, which comes up later, and Secrets of Astoria, and I was in a reading slump after Onyx Storm, so I wasn't doing too well. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back and read one of my favorites. So I reread Caraval. Caraval is in my god tier, so I'm gonna put it straight up there. As you can see, I have a lot of god tiers, but most of them do not count because they were rereads. So, but Caraval's in my god tier. That's all I'm gonna say. I do prefer, I'm gonna say it now, I love Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've only read it once. Caraval I've read twice. I need to read Once Upon a Broken Heart again, but Caraval has such a special place in my heart. I probably prefer it to Once Upon a Broken Heart, only because I like the darker side of fantasy over the whimsical side of fantasy. So I probably prefer Caraval, but character-wise, Once Upon a Broken Heart. Story-wise, Caraval. That's my opinion. I love both to death. I love them both. But yeah, they're both in my god tier. So, you know, I'll do a video on my god tier books at some point, and I'll tell you guys all my god tier ones. But it's so good. Obsessed. So I'm gonna stop that there. Brothers Hawthorne. I don't remember reading it. I do remember rating it 3 stars because I didn't like it. I love the Inheritance Game series. That one did not do it for me. Even my mum DNF'd that. I made it through it, but my mum DNF'd it. She was over it. She's like, nope, I can't take it. It's so bad. So she DNF'd it. So that would be in her book, this book is dead to me category, but not for me. I got through it, but I don't remember reading it. Do I regret reading it though? I do regret reading it. So why? Screw it. I'm putting it in this book is dead to me. Because, like, even though I made it through and it was 3 stars, I don't talk about it. I don't care about it. So it's going in this book is dead to me. That's my final opinion. Now we have these Hollow Vows and these Twisted Bonds. I enjoyed it when I read it. I definitely enjoyed it. Oh, where'd it go? Guys, here it is. I enjoyed it when I read it. The duology was really good. Definitely well written. It was my first duology of the year, so I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything amazing or, like, you know, outstanding, and I enjoyed it. So we're just gonna leave it there because why not? Onyx Storm. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It is in the god tier with the rest of the Empyrean series. But I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in 2024, so obviously they're not on here. But yeah. Destroyed, my #1 book for last year, not counting my own. But speaking of my own is here because I read it a lot last year. Well, I didn't read it, I read it like 20 times. So she's in the god tier, obviously, but she doesn't technically count. Anyway, so as I was saying about Onyx Storm, Destroyed me. So good, so good. And yeah, that's my ranking of my books I read last year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back with my reading vlog next week, and I'm very excited for you guys to see that one with my special guest. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you guys want to see more of in 2026, and if you want me to do this again with books I read in the past, or certain series, or just like a halfway point during the year if you want me to do it, or with like all my 5-star reads or my DNFs or something. I don't know, give me ideas. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.